Hello to all of you Chibson lovers out there. Today is a very special day. I've seen tons of videos of this guitar being reviewed. Of course, it's the Chibson version of the Greeny guitar. So I'm very excited about this. I had a poll on my community here on YouTube, and I asked you which guitar you wanted me to unbox and review, and this came out on top. This is your request, and I'm really excited about this Greeny guitar. The more I have learned about it, the more I like it. So let's open it up and see what we got from China. I also wanted to take this opportunity because I know that the Chibson community is growing. I tried to spearhead this phenomenon here in Europe and to show my European friends that you actually can get a decent guitar from China. I want to mention the channel that got me into this Chibson stuff. It's Fulton Street Beats. I just want to thank him for letting me know about these guitars. I know that I'm a much smaller channel than he is, but if by any chance you haven't seen his channel, please head over there. He has a lot of interesting videos in this subject and a lot of great thoughts, and he's expressing them much better than I am. Please head over there, look at his channel, great stuff. Seems like a really great guy as well. With that said, let's see what we got here in this yellow box from China, okay? So I ordered this guitar without a hard case, and that means that it's a small styrofoam coffin. It seems fine, no dings or dents from shipping, so I'm happy with that. So let's just open it up to see what we got. And here it is, the Greeny. Okay then, let's take off this plastic bag. And already I can feel on the back of the neck here that it is in fact a nitrocellulose finish, which I have ordered. And also it has the fret nibs. So far it looks really great. And here it is. Yeah, oh. And this is the guitar. Yeah, I can tell you from the beginning that this is as I said, it's clearly a nitrocellulose paint. So here is the back of the neck, and also the back of the headstock. With the special tuners that comes with the Greeny. This is the headstock. I think it looks nice. I'm not sure if this is a bone nut or if it's a plastic nut. I have to get back to you on that. And I got some pictures from the seller at AliExpress, and I asked him to show me some pictures of the guitars that he made from my batch, so I can choose one. And I'm not sure that this is the one that I chose. We will have a look at that a little more in detail later on in this video. It's basically a Greeny. This poker chip has black text on it, and it shouldn't have, so I will remove that, put another one on it. The pickups here, this one is facing the wrong way. The bridge, it has the right pins here, but I don't know that much about bridges, but it looks to me like it's more of a Nashville style bridge, and I will be replacing that to a bridge that's more like a 50s bridge. The wear marks from the finger here when Gary Moore played, and Peter Green, and it's also very iconic for the Greeny, and also some wear marks up here, but nothing more than that. So this guitar is it's nice, but the finish on it, just at first glance, isn't that precise and nice as my gold top that I got from Kathy. Kathy has become my favorite builder at AliExpress. She always turns out the great stuff. This one isn't from Kathy, but yeah, but I'm happy that it is nitro finish. It always feels a little nice. Definitely not the best finish that I've seen, but really nice. I know that I'm touching on a very sore subject here, both with Chinese copies, guitars, and also the fact that it's relict. A lot of people have a lot of opinions. They have a term on the internet, trolling, and we in Scandinavia, we know all about trolls. We know that we don't ask for their opinion, we don't want their opinion, and we don't care about their opinions. But hey, if you have something constructive to say, please do. And all you other that think that these guitars are pretty good and pretty great, please leave comments as well, so we can have a positive discussion about it as well in the comments. We have to stick together, okay? Let's have a close look inside this cavity here. All right, so in here we have the big pots. And that was my guess as well, because when I turned them from the other side, they had a lot of resistance in them. So that was my guess. So I'm going to have to lubricate them. But it's the big pots, so they are nice. And also this quick connect here. Yeah, so it looks pretty neat in here. The only thing that isn't that good is this here, this. But yeah, other than that, it looks nice. Let's have a quick peek inside the toggle switch cavity as well. I'm not really sure what color the plastic should be on a greeny. I'll probably look into that and change it to the right color sometime in the future. Inside this cavity, it looks neat. It's the standard Chinese toggle switch, which functions very well. And the routing looks very clean and nice. And there's no polishing residue on this guitar either, so not even in here. Maybe that's because it is a nitro finish and they haven't buffed it out. That's probably it. So I changed the position of this lid from this to this, and that makes the holes line up better here on the wood. So probably someone who has been a little bit stressed in China. Maybe it was me that stressed them. But I really want my guitar so I can show it to you. And there it is. Now let's have a little closer look on the finish on the back of this guitar. I want to give you some close-ups. Maybe you can see what I mean. It should be a relic finish, so that's fine. But in some places it looks to me like the groundwork hasn't been done right. Like on the gold top. As you can see here on the back of this neck on the gold top, you can see that although it's relict, the sanding and the work that they have done on the neck here is very, very good. And they have relict the guitar after everything was good. But on this guitar here, it looks like that they have skipped some of the groundwork. So if you look here on the, I can see, let me see if I can catch this in the light. But you can see here that it looks like they have filed the neck with a low grid sandpaper, because you can see the lines here that's not in line with the wood grains, and that leaves this mark here. And that isn't a relic mark. For me, that is a mark that they haven't done the groundwork very well. So yeah, that's a difference from the gold top. And as I said before, this is not a Cathy guitar. This is another seller. And you can see these lines all over the neck here. It doesn't run with the wood grains. And here is the tuners. And they actually feels very good. Have a nice feel to it. This serial number, I actually asked them to put another serial number there and remove the Made in the USA. I give you the conversation here so you can see what I said. And they shipped the guitar, and I asked too late if they have remembered my request. So yeah, that's a little bummer, because I want all my new guitars that I buy to have a serial number that is linked to me and no Made in the USA. The logo on the front of the headstock, that doesn't bother me. That's okay. But the serial number and made in the USA, that shouldn't be there, I think. So the overall finish of this guitar is, yeah. We can also look here on the front of the guitar. It's a little bit of the same story here. It's a nice finish, but look over here by the controls. A pretty sloppy job, actually. This is not relic, this is just a bad ground job. But with that said, with a nitro finish, it feels very good in the hand, this guitar. And it looks freaking awesome from a distance with this flamed maple top. I think it's a veneer. You can see the wood grains and the flames coming through the lacquer here. And here are the Epiphone pickup rims, which are a little bit too big and have the wrong color. So I'll be changing them out. I also will be changing out these pickups and the bridge. And I also will be relicking these metal parts and the pickup covers. Maybe the pickup rims, maybe I haven't decided on that yet. And I also will be putting on another poker chip here. The knob for the toggle switch, actually, I think it looks quite nice. I have to have a look on the real Greeny if that should be amber or if this color is okay. Okay, so are you ready for the big reveal? Do you want to see what's under this? I bet you do. So let's see. And that is, in fact, the Gibson logo. It's not the best I've seen, but it looks decent. Okay, so let's remove one of the pickups just to see what kind of secrets this guitar holds inside these cavities. And the guitar was actually set up quite good. The string height was a little bit too high for me, but I just lowered the bridge and it was all fine. Yeah, let's remove this bridge pickup first. There's actually been a lot of replicas being made by Gibson through the years. I did a quick search on the internet and I found at least 5 Gibson replicas of this guitar. The first one was in 2010. That guitar wasn't relic, and that was back in 2010. I think that was just 1 year before Gary Moore sadly passed away. And then in 2013 they made another variant of the Greeny guitar, and it had all the features. It wasn't relic, but it didn't have any binding. In 2020, Kirk Hammett had Gibson make a stage replica because he was afraid of the wear of the real one. So yeah. This looks like a nickel plating. I don't like to see brass here, and it's marked B10.4, so B for bridge, I assume. And these pickup rims, they feel very plastic, very cheap. The Murphy Lab made a replica, and that replica costs $50,000. That's a lot of money for a banged up guitar. And in 2023, the custom shop turned out a version of the Greeny, also relict. And Gibson also put out a Greeny, which was not relic, in 2023. And of course, the infamous Epiphone Greeny. But yeah, let's have a look in this cavity here. So inside this cavity you can clearly see the mahogany wood, and also you can see here on the sides that the mahogany is going all the way up. So this is indeed, we can say with 100% sure that this is a veneer. Either it's painted or it's a thin veneer. And if you look here you can actually see it quite well, because this appears to be a 2-piece cap. You can see that you have a joint here, so this is one piece of wood and this is one piece of wood. But on the veneer, the line is here. Maybe I'll do that in the future. See if I can sand this down and see if I can see if it's in fact a veneer or if it's painted. But the cavity, it looks neat and clean. Let's see if these pickup rims will cover the holes. And as you can see, they are actually quite a difference in color. And yes, it will cover it with a margin, I might add. So that's good. Also, I want to check this bridge that I ordered. This is a Korean made bridge, and I linked this to you in the description of the video. And these bridges are actually really nice looking. They are nickel and they have a little age to them when you get them. This one was about $3.50, so it's very cheap, but it has a nice weight to it. It's the ABR1 style with the wire here, and it's marked B2, and it's made in Korea. And I got this for my gold top, and I really liked it, so I ordered 4 more of these to put on my other guitars, and also 2 gold ones, which are going to go on my Les Paul Custom and on my 345 that's on the way. Okay, so let's see if it's the same. And yeah, it slides right in. It's the same measurements here, but it would be nice to see if I can also change out these without pulling out the dowels. No, I can already see that that won't work. I think that's fine. It looks fine anyway. This is the stock one that you get from on a Chibson. If you order a Chibson with these pins here, you will get this type of bridge, and there's nothing wrong with this one. It's spring loaded. It's a little bigger, so more like a Nashville style. It's nothing wrong with it. The replicas of old guitars, they shouldn't have these kinds of bridges, so I like this one. You can see the difference here. So yeah, great bargain on AliExpress. Only $3.50 for one of these. That's super cheap. That's dirt cheap, and it slides right in, so no problem there. Yeah, I think I'm going to have a look inside this front cavity as well. I asked for photos of the whole batch that they made, and it was about 5-6 guitars. And I asked them for photos so I can choose which guitar I wanted. And they had a mark in here, so I want to see if it's actually the right guitar. Because I'm not sure, but I want to check it. And this one says N10. I'm going to give you a sound example in the end of this video. And I must say that I'm not very impressed with these pickups actually. I'm really not. I'm going to measure them in my next video as well. We can look in here. Now that I have them out, I might as well just change out the pickup rims, because these are, they look so bad. So let's put that there. And let's turn this over just for fun. I'm going to put on Tone Rider pickups on this guitar. I heard a lot of good things about that pickup, so it's going to go in this guitar. And I'm going to do a magnet swift on that pickup. I'm not going to do it on this pickup, but I'm going to do it on that on the Tone Rider pickup. Let's remove these as well. Woo! It's very shiny. That's too shiny for me. I'm sorry, but I like relic guitars. I'm sorry. What the heck. Let's change out this poker chip as well. I will do tons of upgrades on it on my other video on this guitar, so we can do these small changes right now, just because they are so satisfying. There's some tape here, some adhesive. Is it right? I don't know. I want this instead. Now don't kill me if it's wrong. I haven't checked all the details of the Greeny, so let me do that before you slander me. Like so. Alright, with those upgrades we have come a long way. I want to show you now when the strings are off. When they have filed down the frets, you can actually see the file marks on each fret. You see it? I'm sorry if my camera is not so good. On each fret you can see a little bit of sand marks. And also these frets, they need to be polished. And this fretboard needs to be oiled up. Just wanted to show you that. Yeah, what the heck. Let's change out the truss rod cover as well. It's always interesting to see how it looks behind the truss rod cover. Now I want to see a clean cavity here. Yeah, and it's actually quite clean. One of the better truss rod cavities actually. Maybe you can see the truss rod inside here. Can you do that? That's the truss rod. It's not centered exactly, but I'm sure you can get an Allen key in there and adjust it. So that's good. And I was going for one of these truss rod covers. These are a little bit more historic. And I found a seller on eBay, but he's gone now and he doesn't answer my messages, so I can't buy it from him again. I really like this one, and I wanted one for my Greeny as well, but hey. So I'm going to put in an ordinary black one. That's not an exact fit, but we will make it work. And that makes a difference, I think. So let's put this guitar back together. Let's see if I can fix this as well. Let's go with the amber one, just because it's an old guitar. There you go, that's the amber one. So what do you think? I think we came a long way just by doing those small upgrades. I think the pickup rims, they made a world of difference. Also this bridge here, it looks much better than the other one. A little touch here on the poker chip and the amber knob, and also the truss rod cover. Small changes, quick changes, and cheap changes, but for the overall feel and look of the guitar, these changes makes a difference, I think. I will come back to this guitar in a later video. I will change out the pickups. I will do the magnet switch on this front pickup here. I will do some relicing on it, on the metal parts, and I will check out what specs the real Greeny have, and I will do some adjustments to make it look more like the original. Where I take this guitar in the future, I don't know, but it would be fun just to get it as close to the original as possible from the beginning, and then I can do whatever I want with it. Thanks so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I hope you have found this video helpful if you have thoughts about getting your own China Greeny. Yeah, for sure. This is a stock guitar, so nothing fancy about it. Didn't request anything on it except for the serial number. I hope you had fun, and I hope to see you in the next one. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks very much again, and goodbye.